What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Random here, welcome back to the channel. Oh my god, mate, don't fucking video bomb me. Okay, so I have a bit of an interesting video for you guys today. Obviously, yesterday I did upload a video. Can you hear that? That's my dog drinking in the background. Sounds like, I don't know. Excuse me. Can you tone it down a little bit? Jesus, too much noise. So, yesterday I made a video, she's carried in the background, regarding infantry and how overpowered they currently are or can be, etc, etc. Obviously had a battle report that was taken from my alliance in Kingdom 16 from the kill event. But since then I have received an awful lot of battle reports, etc, regarding different things. And I'm sure you guys may have seen this, I'm not too sure. So, I have, in one of my groups that I'm in, a battle report. Nothing that nobody that I know personally has been involved in. But looking at this battle report itself, I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe it. I mean, this is crazy. This must be, obviously, the new era to fight against the cavalry. But we're going to get into the battle report and show you guys, because I just think this is fucking nuts. Absolutely nuts. So, over here on the left hand side, now please, if you recognise the names of these people and know what kingdom they are in, please pop it in the comment section down below. I'd be much appreciated. Okay, left hand side, we've got someone from KOK Alliance, Susu Jira, whoever, GR3, whoever that is, no fucking idea. So the guy on the left hand side, right, pretty good stats, as to say, 1100 cav, 923, looking at the health, damage 60%, pretty good. Now, they have actually, let's have a look at the rally, 4.4 million losses, right? Obviously, the guy on the right-hand side has 164 million troops, plus the million that were wounded, right? Bear that in mind. So, this guy, on the left-hand side, they had a rally of, let me just do a little bit of maths here. We are talking about 752 wounded, 4.4, what, 5.2 million? Maybe around there somewhere? 5.2 million rally, right? Pretty good stats, high damage, high health, against this guy over on the right hand side, who obviously had reinforcements. Of how much? We will find out in a second, but you guys are going to be absolutely shocked by this battle report. Again, if you've seen this about, please let me know. I would like to find out who these two people are, especially the right hand side one anyway. So, looking at the rallied troops, going through the usual shit. Pikemen, siege, infantry, siege. Oh, siege, cavalry, infantry. See, a lot of people are using siege. This may put my theory from my video yesterday to absolute shame. Okay, so for some reason they have a guy here who joined the rally with one Pegasus Knight and got 175 kills, which is crazy. Going down, looks like siege, no infantry. That's a fucking poor formation. This person needs to be had words with, mate, I'm telling you. Going down, we're looking at siege. You still need infantry. Fucking hell, what's wrong with people? Even if it's some, you're going up against infantry. The Grande siege, look at these. Look how poor siege has done against infantry. And I keep talking infantry because I'm about to show you guys what this fucking guy had. This is unreal. So, the defender himself has just short, actually, with the wounded that he lost, he had 9 million T12 infantry, right? Fucking mental. 152 million pikemen. What the absolute fuck. Now, he's obviously got enhancements on these troops. Up to 50. It looks pretty much 50 across the board, bar a few. He doesn't have his enhancement, and only on the bottom two on the Vogelmen. But he has 2.3 million of them. His reinforcements, some guy with infantry and the Warhammer hero, which is obviously perfect for the infantry and striking. Obviously the reinforcements, it was about 600-700, but only Vogelmen, and they got just short of 600 kills. But looking back up at the 152 million pikemen that he has sat in his castle, if not 153 million, they killed 3.4 million troops, you know? And this person, obviously the attacking side of it, no cavalry, really. I see siege, pikemen, siege. I saw one lot of Pegasus Knights. I can't remember where they are. Maybe a bit further down. Siege, pikemen, infantry. I thought I saw some Pegasus Knights in the... there it is. Oh yeah, the one guy who sent one and got 175 kills. That might tell you a little about maybe what they should have sent, really, because if you look at it here, they're actually sending T6 Siege. The ones that I was talking about, no, sorry, the T11, because also, I will show you guys, I don't know if I have it in this castle. I may need to switch castles to show you. But looking through the stats, I mean, the guy has 783% siege attack, 676 on the defense, and 301 health. Now he has siege engine offensive damage of only 17%, so I would have thought that maybe he needs to put that up. Siege engine crit damage 70%, offensive damage 176. I mean, the guy on the right who's defending with the infantry has 127 and 133 defensive damage reduction and defensive damage. So again, looking at this pretty much tells you and confirms what I kind of said yesterday, that infantry are currently overpowered. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. The fact that, you know, this is all that is in his castle and he gets 1 million wounded. There is another battle report, I believe, about this, but I will try and have a look for it in a bit. Maybe make another video about it, I don't know. I don't want to touch too much on this subject because it's just blatant obvious, really, at the end of the day. You know, the devs need to sort of patch the game and sort it out because, you know, cavalry are kind of overpowered at the moment. Clearly an all infantry castle, as you can see here, even somebody attacking them with all siege. Again, you know, pretty much debunks my theory yesterday about the T11. But if we have a little look through the battle report itself, now we've got some T11 artillery here, right? Yeah, he sent what, near on, I don't know, what's that, just over 500, no, just short of 500,000, and they only got 225,000 kills. But if you look a little bit further down, I mean, why the fuck are you sending these T9 siege? They're garbage, mate. Even if you max them out to 50%, they're not built to do fucking damage. You know, basically the idea of that troop, you know, if you sort of like think of the old days, you know, they used to push that up against the castle, all the troops climb in the bottom if they're not already stored in the top, push it up against the castle wall, the old flap flips down and all the troops march out, and it's an easy access onto a castle wall. Now what tells you about that it's got anything to do about killing fucking troops in a battle? Obviously I understand they're attacking in a castle, but without any fucking troops to work with that troop itself, that troop is basically fucking useless. As you can see here, he sent 261,000 and they only got 1,153 kills. I mean, come on. Really? That's just pure stupidity, I'm sorry. And again, you know, maybe they're trying to use these as infantry to sort of counteract the loss of infantry, to see what happens. But, you know, I mean, the obvious sign is there. You're still going to need infantry. The armies are going to meet in the middle, as to say. His infantry, the defenders are going to come forward. The attacking infantry is also going to push forward into that. Now, if you don't have any infantry to defend or have the little fight in the middle, then the rest of the troops are just going to suffer. The game fucking tells you when it loads every time. Without infantry, your other troops will suffer. So using T9 siege as a form of infantry doesn't fucking work. Full stop. That is my opinion. If you think this is different, please put it down below. But again, I mean, this just proves it that, you know, people sending T9, you know, I don't know. Even the Grande siege. Then down here, 119,000 sent, 3,705. You know, I think really, I would have thought, if I can pause the video for a second and jump into one of my castles. I might even have one open, actually. Oh, I've got one over in 16, that's fine. Right, so if we have a look at... I don't actually have any of them in this castle, unfortunately. But if we have a look at the T12 siege, that's the infantry thing. Which my castles, I should have set them up exactly the same. I can't help but collect those. Okay, so tortoise catapults. Right, let's go over here. So I don't actually have any. I've got the T11. Right, on this particular troop itself, the T12 Phoenix Wings that you can obviously unlock and build in your castle. Down here you have an option, well, I say an option, an attribute called Savage Crush. Now I can only assume this is where they're getting their idea for obviously the all siege against all infantry. Now have a chance to activate and cause huge amounts of damage to 5 melee targets, so as in hand-to-hand combat targets, as in infantry, as in pikemen, swordsmen, anything under the infantry category. That is a melee target. Also, what else could be considered as a melee target, I believe, is select cavalry as well, i.e. let's have a quick look. Slaughter cavalry, long silver spearmen, anything that is basically close combat. These troops, not those because they have bows, silver iron, etc, etc, etc. So melee combat unit basically means anything that is hand to hand or needs to get up close to have combat. So I would have thought personally that itself may have counteracted the infantry. Who knows? But it does appear, even with monster stats, I say monster stats, but good enough stats, you know, I mean, this guy, he's 1,000 wounded troops. Sorry, 1 million wounded troops. And that is a rally of 5.2, something like that. We figured out, I don't know, something like that. You know, and he's pretty much killing everything. The only thing that survived is 39,335 troops. You know, they live to tell the tale of never to return back to this castle. I mean, it's fucking mental. And again, looking down at what this guy's got is on his troops, he has, what's that, just over or just short of 9 million T12 infantry. I mean, they have high health. They're the best infantry in the game, without doubt. Not far off these pikemen, but they are also melee infantry as well. It has 153 million pikemen. These things are fucking dangerous, mate. I don't care what anybody says. They are dangerous in a formation with the right enhancements, especially in an era of cavalry where everyone is using Pegasus Knights and Griffins. But also it does appear that they are also very dangerous against siege equipment. Now, personally, I would have amended the formation to add a bit of infantry from everybody in there. I mean, potentially this guy's got it right. He said, you know, a bit of siege, but they're not even killing enough anyway. But he's got such a poor enhancement level on his siege anyway. I'm not expecting them to do anything. You know, you want in your siege at sort of enhancement 50 plus for those attributes to kick in and really start doing some damage to the infantry troops. So yeah, again, let me know what you guys think about this down below. Infantry are truly overpowered at the moment. What a Clash of Kings going to do about it? Who fucking knows? But I'm Mr. Random. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll catch you peeps later.